Our next guest quit school at age 15 to pursue his career as a magician. And apparently he's made the right decision because he's doing okay. Nick Lewin'S with us. Hi, Nick.
Thank you, Bill. It's a pleasure to be here.
15 years old.
So we can leave school earlier in England. I was born in England originally, and I've been out here about 11 years now.
What made the decision? I mean, what fascinated you so much with magic?
I guess about the age of 7 I saw a magician, and it was the most exciting thing I'd ever seen. It just really got me excited, and I started practicing, and I've been doing it ever since. I've never done anything else, in fact.
Did you go out to, like, what, the local magic store and buy yourself a trick?
Yeah, just like everyone else. You buy the catalog, and you look through it, and...
I guess saying buy yourself a trick is not the right way to put it.
That doesn't sound really good, does it? That didn't occur to me at 11, though. No double entendres at 11.
But you've been very successful at it.
I've been successful. I've also been very lucky, which I think helps. I've got into a field that's a little bit unusual. I'm getting to produce really large shows, and it's really fun.
Who are some of your favorites?
Oh, my favorites. I think Siegfried and Roy, and Ricciardi are probably the greatest illusionists.
Mm-hmm. Do you do mostly sleight of hand work, or what's your specialty?
I'm a real general magician. I go from card magic, sleight of hand, I float women in the air, chop them up into pieces. I have a backup group, 3 girls who sing behind me, the Conjurettes.
Conjurettes.
Conjurettes. It's real rock and roll, and they do backup vocals, and we sing in the show and chop them up. And
sing in the show and
it's a little unusual. There's not many magic acts doing that kind of thing.
Well, you recently worked in the Kenny Rogers film, The Gambler.
That's right. I did all the handwork with the cards, and
which leads us to an example.
If that was a hint, I do just happen to have a deck of playing cards with me.
But you carry cards with you everywhere you go.
Except the shower.
Oh, okay.
I gave that up. It's, the cards look terrible. You can't get them selected. But what I could do... Do you happen to have a favorite card by any chance?
Sure.
What is it?
Should I tell you out loud?
Tell me out loud.
Jack of Spades.
The Jack of Spades, because I'm just going to do a trick, not use the whole pack,
okay,
but I'm just going to use your favorite card, the Jack of Spades, which we got right there.
Okay.
Now, watch it closely, because I'm going to give the cards a shuffle.
Yeah.
And this is just to get you warmed up, to make sure you're really paying attention here.
All right.
Now, wouldn't it be amazing if that Jack of Spades was on the top of the pack?
Yes, it would be.
Well, it isn't. It's close, though, a King of Spades. But if I were to snap my fingers, that's when the magic really happens, because I just snap through like that, and the Jack jumps back to the top. Like, did I do that too quickly for you? Let me slow it down, and we'll go this right from the start. Slow motion replay. If I put the Jack of Spades into the center like that, so I just snap my fingers like that, and it would jump back to the top like... Was that too... Let me slow it down for the cam. This time, very, very slow motion. The Jack of Spades goes in the center of the pack there, like that. I push it inside there like that, no question, and it does jump back to the top, just like...
That's incredible.
Wait.
That's wonderful. Did you see that?
It works out well, because that way through with a pack, no matter where you put it inside there, you know you're always going to find a Jack of Spades somewhere in the bottom, in the center. It really does.
Wait a minute.
Well, I do cheat a little bit. Let me show you in which way I cheat. Because when I do this, I actually have a full pack of Jack of Spades. And I didn't know that was going to be your favorite card. It doesn't really matter, but that does make the trick a lot easier. But I sometimes do this, and people say, well, that's easy. There's nothing to it if you do it that way. And if that happens, then you have to convince them. So I do this. You just take the Jack of Spades this time through, and you rub it like that, and it changes to a king. Now, if you do that, of course, you find that all the others change back too, and you're back with a pack with each and every card different.
Here's the Jack of Spades.
You're still looking at me like there's something wrong. The one thing you can't do is do this with a blank pack. Now, if you have a blank pack of cards, you find that doesn't work at all. Nobody believes a thing. So if that happens, you go back to where you were with just 52 cards, each and every one different.
Can you believe that?
I'm just like totally astounded here.
This is real sleight of hand. It's not as much fun as floating women around in midair, but this is the most exciting
Well, if you can
part.
do this so well, I've got to see you chop up girls. You know?
I'm chopping up, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at the moment in the show. It's different ways. Some I take the head off, some I chop them in half in the middle. And
Where can we see you? Where can we see you do this?
Well, I do a lot of shows that are industrial shows. I work
Yeah?
for big companies, and I put together motivational magic.
Well, explain that. What is that? First of all, an industrial show.
An industrial, well, it's a very different field. It's the idea is that I do motivational magic. I put together themes for shows, and I work with many different companies. The moment I'm working with a semiconductor company, and I guess a year and a half ago I thought a semiconductor was parts of Andre Previn, and just nothing at all. I just didn't understand.
He's always chopping up something.
But I've got a wonderful advanced micro devices. It's a great company, and they send me around the world doing magic, because it's one of the few you can go there and you can sit down and with a deck of cards, or you can find a magician in Japan, France. It's a wonderful fraternity, and gives me a chance to travel around and work with people I really admire.
Worldwide, I mean, magicians kind of have the same sort of camaraderie.
Oh, absolutely. There's a tremendous alliance, and you can arrive in a foreign country and check into the hotel. 10 minutes later, the phone goes and you pick it up, and you find there's a magician in town who says, "Oh, I read about you, and you do a card trick, and will you come over?" or something like that. And it couldn't be more friendly.
It's always fun to watch.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's just so fascinating. Well, thank you for coming by and
Thank you for having me, Bill. It's been a pleasure.
And we want to thank also Larry Law for coming by. We'll see you on the cable thing, and also daily. Hope you get up walking around singing on All My Children. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go down memory lane once again with Dennis Michael and the Renaissance Pleasure Fair.
Thank you, my lord, for your charity.